Hi, this is the Weekend Sessions, and today I'm with two girls that perform some sort of rap on weed or something. This is Dizzy
Just a little bit.
and girls. Without sounding too boastful or too modest, is there anybody else doing this sort of thing in KL?
Last we checked.
Without sounding boastful, now there is. No, when we started out, we didn't notice if there were anybody. We didn't check, but to our knowledge, which is not that much, we didn't notice anybody else doing the same thing. But recently, there have been people who just started out. I think during the Arts for Grabs Merdeka thing last month, there was a new spoken word and music group called Kegemelapan.
Yes.
Kegemelapan.
We didn't get a chance to check them.
We didn't get to check them out, but we heard about them, and they're Malay spoken word and music, and
okay.
we're English. It's really cool. I mean, the guy messaged me on YM telling me about it.
Are you guys recording any material now?
Oh yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We just finished, and we're in the middle of mixing, and hopefully Pasraya.
Pasraya,
cool.
hopefully, yeah. It's
How
not
many songs or
tracks.
Yeah.
I don't. We don't call them songs.
We don't call them poems. We call them tracks. 7
Songs
7.
have bridges and choruses, and we don't.
Yeah.
But it's about 25 minutes long. I think
It's like an EP.
it's like an EP, but with a lot of tracks, and they all total up to 25 minutes because not all our tracks are that long.
They're like ada yang 1 minute, ada yang like 6-minute post rock epics, and
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
recording has been so much fun because Alia gets to go crazy in the studio.
because it's usually just when it's live, it's just like one music track and that's it kan. So in
Yeah.
the studio it's like
When I perform,
you should
there's a
see
keyboard.
the software. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, banyak ni layer, and I'm quite happy because I can do.
Cool.
Yeah, in studios we can layer tracks, and she gets to experiment musically instead of just one keyboard and one vocals.
Cool. When writing, which is more important, your rhythm or your poems? Which comes first? And macam mana dia tulis?
So far, how we do it is that I look at her poems. Right, she usually has a set of poems that she was like.
I have a lot.
She'll be like, Alia, I want you to look at these and see whether you hear anything.
Yeah.
So I'll read them, and when I read them, I'll see whether I can hear anything in my head, whether I can translate them out. Because not everything I can hear something.
Yeah.
So the ones that I do.
Even if you hear it, it doesn't sound sedap kan. So tak payahlah.
So when it's translated out, I let her listen to it, and then we're like, how about this? How about that?
Yeah, but it should be easy because korang tak payah jam in the studio. You can do it in your room or something.
Oh, we do it. That's how we do it. That's how Dizzy and came about actually. During a sleepover, her keyboard was already out there, and my laptop was already out there, and for fun we decided to jam one of my poems, and she tried to play music for fun je lah, and then
We're actually going to be playing that later.
lepas tu kena kan. It sounded like it fit, so
And
we
we-
stuck to it, and
And we were like, we're onto something. We should continue doing this.
yeah.
Nice. This is pretty new. This poetry rhythm and poetry thing. It's pretty new. So, do you wish to see more of groups like you?
That'd be cool.
It would be awesome actually. No, it's very. What we're trying to do is the poetry scene in Malaysia is still kind of new. Only recently you get to see it coming out pretty active. Now there's a month, every 2 months is a poetry slam going on, and they're different. Yeah, and then there's Project ONG, and they organize gigs, and different people organize different gigs. I think Bernice Charlie organizes readings, and those aren't poetry per se, but there's a lot of spoken word coming out around in KL.
Yep.
And we just wanted to diversify that somehow, because we were talking about this earlier. It's just that we're so used to seeing either a person go up on stage or a group of people go up on stage and participate in a group poem, or a poet goes up on stage with her guitarist friend, and then she says freestyle or something, or he says freestyle something, and it's a freestyle piece. But what
we
we're
don't.
what we're trying to do is take that concept of freestyling but not make it freestyle. So there's music, but it's planned completely to go along with the words. And if the music is not there, the poem takkan jadi. Ataupun kalau you main lagu tu je macam tak complete.
Tapi pernah try tak to freestyle?
Live, no.
Live never.
Oh, okay.
The most we came one time, we last performed kat No Black Tie, and Alia didn't prepare for an encore. We didn't prepare for an encore, but they asked for more. So
I mimed.
She mimed
was
because
ridiculous.
we didn't have any music planned. So I sang something. I sang something, and she mimed the lyrics behind with Aziz from Chipla.
I see.
So we became a
kind of
poetry,
cool.
music to singing, miming, just for one track. But you know, improvise lah. That's the only the improvisation we've done.
You know, everybody, most bands, they want to find a place where they belong, to a scene lah, basically. Where do you guys see you guys fit?
Oh, I was just talking about this with a friend the other day, like, where can we take Dizzy and the, right? And she was like, you know, you've got the poetry circles, and then because the music that I come up with, like, there's a little bit of like post-rocky, self-wanking, you know, so we can go to those, we can fit with that scene, and then the post-rock circle overlaps with the indie circle, so macam Venn diagram lah, banyak scenes, and we can fit in a lot of scenes, but we don't have a scene of our own per se, we're just like an overlap.
Not yet, maybe.
It's actually very hard to book gigs.
Have you guys played in like post-rock gigs per
Not
se?
yet, but
where we usually fit in, we don't know. I don't, from an organizer's point of view, I'm not an organizer, but I cannot imagine how they would think of inviting us. Usually they either have all acoustics or all bands or all poetry, but recently we've been invited to quite a lot of poetry only events, and we're usually the only music act. But now that's starting to change. Now there's like Kekemelapan and Happy Unicorn Collective, but before that we were the only source of kind of music for that night. If not, it'd just be people talking the whole night.
The crowd, do they listen intently, or they orang cakap-cakap?
oh no, they actually do.
Some people actually listen. Our first ever gig, our first ever proper gig was not in KL actually.
Oh, right.
This friend of ours who organizes gigs in Singapore, Razi Raza, he heard us when we were messing around, and
So he asked his friend Adil to organize a gig for us. So basically our second show ever was a full set dekat Singapore. And
half an hour, we were headlining, and we had never
and we only had like 4 poems, and we were like, shit, half an hour, okay, but we did it, we kind of pulled it off. It was cool.
Amateur Takes Control
Yeah,
opened for us. Have you heard? They're a really good band in
post-rock
Singapore.
band.
They opened for us, so most of the people there were there to see Amateur Takes Control, and they were like, "You stay back, it's Yender, they're headlining. You don't go home," you know. And everybody came for Amateur, so it was pretty awesome. We got totally blown away, and we fit really well with that. They were very nice to us, and they listened. And after the show, this one girl came up and said that Scarecrow and Somber made her cry, and that scared me.
Was that my friend?
Yeah. She came and said,
Thank you guys. Diorang ni cakap banyak.
sorry.
This is the Dizzy and the Wknd sessions. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.